Hello all, I am the Holland Phantom, and in today's video we're going to be having a live battle taking it back to the 2004 format. On one side, we've got the Blaziken deck as used by Chris Fulops in the Masters Division, and on the other side, we've got the Team Magma's Groudon deck as used by Tsuguyoshi Yamato, also from the Masters Division. So let's see which of these two decks can take the victory today. Now let's get into the battle. And here we go, the battle has started with both players flipping over their starting Pokemon. On the Blaziken side, we've got Torchic as the active Pokemon and a Skitty on the bench. And on the Groudon side, we've got Zangoose as the active Pokemon. The Groudon side is going first, attaching a fighting energy to the active Zangoose and then attacking with its Call for Family attack, searching the deck for a Team Magma's Groudon to add to the bench immediately. Players shuffling their deck and turn passes immediately over to the other side. Let's see what the Blaziken side can do. Starting off by attaching a fire energy to the active Torchic, and immediately attacking with Singe, flipping a coin and rolling tails, doing absolutely nothing. Okay, a quick turn for the Blaziken side, passing it back over to the Groudon side again. Fighting energy coming down to the benched Groudon, and then Team Magma's Conspirator as the supporter for the turn, letting the players search the deck for any combination of two basic Pokemon or two basic energies. So a Baltoy is being added to the hand along with another fighting energy. There's the deck being shuffled again. The Baltoy comes down to the bench, and there's the attack declared. Call for Family, once again searching the deck for another basic Pokemon to add to the bench. A second Team Magma's Groudon comes down, and it looks like there's going to be quite a few Groudon coming down from this side. Card was dropped. So, using these first couple turns to build up their board before they start dealing damage. The turn passes back over to the Blaziken side, and their supporter is going to be Steven's Advice, letting the player draw a number of cards equal to the number of Pokemon the opponent has in play, so that's 4 cards drawn. A second fire energy comes down to the Torchic, so we might be seeing the Torchic evolve. There's the rare candy, and yeah, there's the Blaziken. Unfortunately, Blaziken does not have enough energy to attack. It does need 3 energies to use its Fire Stream attack, so the turn passes immediately back over to the other side. The benched Baltoy does evolve into Claydol, and Groudon gets a second fighting energy. The player follows up with another Team Magma's Conspirator, searching the deck for a third Groudon and another fighting energy to add to their hand. So it's most of the Groudon already searched out of the deck. There's the deck being shuffled. The cards come into the hand. There's the Team Magma's Groudon, so that's 3 Groudon already in play, and then Zangoose once again uses its Call for Family to search for the final Groudon, so that's a full bench with 4 Groudon already on the field. So it looks like on the following turn, the Groudon side will be able to go on the offensive. Okay, turn passes back over to the Blaziken side. Blaziken needs to start building up their board. They only have 2 Pokemon in play. A third Fire Energy comes down to the active Blaziken, and a second Steven's Advice, this time drawing 6 cards from the deck. Hopefully it's going to be enough cards to get some more Pokemon to play, as they haven't even evolved their benched Skitty yet. Okay, a Dunsparce comes down. That's a good start. And there's the attack declared right away. Fire Stream, dealing 50 damage to the active Pokemon and 10 damage to all the opponent's benched Pokemon, all at the cost of discarding a fire energy from Blaziken. So there's all the damage coming down. Blaziken's a really good Pokemon for spreading damage with its Fire Stream attack. The Groudon players deciding on what to do next. There's the third Fighting Energy coming down to the benched Groudon, so it is ready to start using its Pulverize attack. The Zangoose does retreat, paying its 1 energy retreat cost, and Groudon comes up active. Underground Expedition is the supporter played, letting the player look at the bottom 4 cards of the deck, choosing 2 of them to keep in their hand, and then putting the other 2 back at the bottom of the deck. And there's the cards being added to the hand. And I don't think there's anything else they can do for this turn other than attack. Okay, there's the attack declared, Pulverize, hitting Blaziken for 50 damage. So Blaziken is already within KO range on the following turn. Player activates Professor Elm's training method, searching their deck for any evolution card to add to their hand, so it's going to be the Delcatty finally coming down into play. Skitty evolves into Delcatty. Blaziken uses its Pokepower Fire Starter, equipping a discarded Fire Energy to any benched Pokemon, so it's coming down onto the Dunsparce. And next is going to be the trainer card switch to swap out their active Blaziken for the benched Dunsparce. So Dunsparce is going to be using its attack. But before that comes through, Delcatty uses its Energy Draw Pokepower, discarding a Fire Energy from the hand to draw 3 cards from their deck. And there's the attack declared, Strike and Run. Dunsparce can search the deck for 3 basic Pokemon to add to the bench. So there's a Team Magma's Electrike, a Torchic, and a second Torchic. Okay, so it's 3 new Pokemon coming down to the bench, and Blaziken finally has a full bench of Pokemon. Hopefully they'll be able to turn this match around, as they are a little bit behind the Team Groudon side. Sorry, Team Magma's Groudon side. Okay, turn passes back over to the Groudon side. They draw their card. A third Team Magma's Conspirator, searching again for a combination of 2 basic Pokemon or 2 basic energy. Okay, it's going to be 2 energy added this time, a Psychic Energy and a Fighting Energy. As there is no more room for benched Pokemon on the Groudon side. A Fighting Energy comes down into one of the benched Groudon, and the active one attacks with Pulverize, hitting Dunsparce for weakness and knocking it out immediately, so Groudon takes the first KO of the game. Blaziken is promoted active once again, and let's see what they're going to be able to do on this turn. Okay, the bench Electrike does evolve into Manectric, and one of the bench Torchic also evolves into Combuskin. The Blaziken uses its Fire Starter Pokepower to attach one of the discarded Fire Energy to the benched Manectric. Next, Delcatty uses its Energy Draw to discard another Fire Energy card from the hand to draw another 3 cards from the deck. Let's see what else the player can do. Okay, here's another Rare Candy, evolving the final Torchic into another Blaziken. So now there's another Fire Starter Pokepower in play. Attaching another Fire Energy onto... also coming down into the benched Manectric. The manual attachment from the hand comes down into the active Blaziken, so it will be able to use its Fire Stream attack, hitting the active Groudon for 50 damage and spreading 10 damage to all of the opponent's benched Pokemon. Okay, turn passes over to the other side again. Let's see what the Groudon side is going to be doing. Mr. Briny's Compassionate is the supporter played, picking up the active Groudon, so it will not be getting KO'd on the following turn. Mr. Briny's Compassion is a good way to heal a Pokemon while also robbing the opponent of a KO. The benched Groudon comes up with the single Fighting Energy, and then the manual attachment for the turn is a Team Magma Energy, counting as a double energy, enough to power up its Pulverize attack and take in a KO on Blaziken, so that's 2 KOs taken by the Groudon side. So Team Magma's Groudon side off to a really good start, already taken 2 KOs, while the Blaziken side has taken nothing. Okay, back over to the other side, another Torchic comes into play, and the active Combuskin evolves into Blaziken EX. The benched Blaziken uses its Fire Starter ability to attach a discarded Fire Energy to the benched Manectric. And now Manectric activates his ability, Power Shift, moving all its energy away from itself onto the active Blaziken EX. And the manual attachment from the hand is a multi-energy, and just like that, Blaziken EX is fully powered up in one turn. So the supporter for the turn is going to be a Copycat. The player shuffles away their hand, and then they're going to draw an equal number of cards as their opponent has in hand. So let's see. It's hard to count how many cards are being drawn, as some of them are a little off camera, but that was a good number drawn. Okay, Blaziken attacks with its Volcanic Ash attack, targeting the active Groudon, discarding 2 Fire Energy from itself, and hitting it for 100 damage. So that's finally a KO taken by the Blaziken side. Volcanic Ash is a great attack, as it's able to hit any Pokemon on the opponent's side for 100 damage. And so they took their first KO. The Groudon side promotes Zangoose, and then benches a Numel to the bench, and then plays Team Magma Ball, flipping a Tails. They're not able to search out evolved Pokemon with Team Magma's Ball, but they can search out a basic Pokemon. So they search out a Zangoose. Is there going to be any energies coming down? Yeah, a fighting energy comes down onto one of the Groudon, and the Stadium Desert Ruins comes down. Desert Ruins is able to hit all EX Pokemon with the minimum of 100 printed HP. So Blaziken will be taking 10 damage between turns because of the Stadium. So there's the first 10 damage coming down. The benched Blaziken uses its Fire Starter ability to get a fire energy onto the benched Manectric. The manual attachment is coming down into the active Blaziken. And Manectric uses Power Shift to move the energy away from itself onto the active Blaziken, and just like that, it's able to use its Volcanic Ash attack once again. Okay, but before the attack, they're going to be using their Friend Ball trainer card, able to grab another fire Pokemon from the deck, adding another Combuskin. So we will be seeing the bench Torchic evolve into Combuskin on this turn. There it is. There's the attack declared, Volcanic Ash, targeting... Oh, looks like they targeted the wrong one. There it is. Targeting down the benched Groudon with the energy attached. There's 2 energy discarded from Blaziken, and the second prize taken. So now both sides are tied. Over to the Groudon side again. Oh, the players reminding their opponent that Blaziken does take 10 damage from the Desert Ruins. And the Team Groudon side, unsure on what to do next, as Blaziken can snipe anything on their side of the field, provided they have enough energy. Fighting energy comes down onto another Groudon, and a Copycat is going to be support played. Again, copying the same number of cards as the opponent has in hand. So let's see how many cards are going to be drawn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wow, 11 cards! That is a huge hand. Hopefully they got something pretty good. Okay, yeah, there's the evolution for Numel. Camerupt comes into play. And no attack, so the trainer does pass. And Desert Ruins deals another 10 damage to Blaziken. The benched Blaziken uses Fire Starter once again to attach the energy to the benched Manectric. Oh, but there's not going to be a Volcanic Ash attack this time, so Blaze Kick is the attack declared, able to take a KO on Zangoose, but it does leave this Groudon open to attack on the following turn, provided they have the energy to use its Pulverize attack. Alright, so Camerupt is going to use its Overheat Pokepower to attach a discarded energy onto itself, and then Claydol uses its Magma Switch ability, moving the energy from the Camerupt onto the Groudon, and then the manual attachment is going to be a Darkness energy, so Groudon is able to attack on this turn. Maxie is a supporter played, benching one of the discarded Groudon back into play. So Groudon attacked with Pulverize. Pulverize hits for 50 damage, plus 20 more if the opponent has any damage on it, plus another 10 for the Darkness energy, so that was a total of 80 damage total. And then Desert Ruins deals another 10, so Blaziken's only down to 20 HP left. Okay, the Blaziken side benches an Oddish, plays Rare Candy, and evolves the Oddish into Blossom right away. Perfect timing too, as Blossom does have the Heal Dance Pokepower, healing the Blaziken for 20 damage, so it will not be getting KO'd by Desert Ruins between turns. The benched Blaziken uses Fire Starter once again, getting a Fire energy onto the benched Manectric, and then Manectric uses Power Shift to move that energy onto the Blaziken, and it's going to be able to use its Volcanic Ash attack once again. And yeah, there it is. Volcanic Ash targets down the opponent's active Groudon, taking another KO. This Blaziken doesn't look like it's going to be lasting much longer, as it only has 30 HP left. There's no energy on the Groudon side, so they'll be able to knock it out on this turn. Another Groudon comes up active. Camerupt uses its Overheat to recycle another energy from the discard pile, and Claydol moves that energy onto the Groudon. So a good way to accelerate some energy. And the manual attachment is going to be a Magma energy, so yes. Groudon will be able to use its Pulverize attack on this turn. TV Reporter is the supporter played, letting the player draw 3 cards from the deck and then discarding one of those cards from the hand. Pulverize is declared. Blaziken is knocked out, and that's 2 prizes taken by the Groudon side. Okay, the Blaziken side promotes Blossom. Okay, Blossom not usually seen as an attacking Pokemon, mostly just used as support because of its Heal Dance ability. But let's see what it can do for this side. The support is going to be Oracle, letting the player search for any 2 cards from the deck, and then putting them on top of the deck. Next, Delcatty uses its Energy Draw to discard an energy from the hand, and now they can draw 3 cards from the deck, so those 2 cards that were added to the top by Oracle are immediately drawn. The benched Combuskin does evolve into another Blaziken, so now there's 2 Blaziken able to use Fire Starter, getting 2 discarded fire energies onto Manectric. A multi-energy is attached to Blossom, and it looks like Blossom is going to be attacking this turn. Even the opponent wasn't expecting it. They're reading over what Blossom can actually do. Yeah, and there's the attack declared Miracle Powder. I don't think anybody was expecting that. Miracle Powder deals 20 damage, as Groudon is weak to Grass Pokemon, and since it rolled heads on its coin flip, the player can select any special condition to inflict on Groudon. It looks like they opted to go with Paralysis, so Groudon will not be able to attack. Well, it looks like they forgot to discard the Magma energy on the previous turn. Okay, there's the Team Magma's Camerupt, once again activating its ability to get a fighting energy back. The Claydol moving the energy onto... I'm thinking about what Groudon to put it onto, the active one or the benched one. Okay, they're choosing to put it onto the active Groudon. And then a Psychic energy is also attached to that Groudon. Oh, they got nothing else to do, so they pass their turn, and it looks like Blossom was good for stalling for that turn. On the Blaziken side, both Blaziken used their Fire Starters once again to get another 2 fire energies onto the bench, coming down onto Manectric once again. Okay, again, Blossom uses its attack. Miracle Powder hitting for another 20 damage, and also paralyzing Groudon once again. So Groudon will not be able to attack on this turn either. Underground Expedition is going to be the supporter played. Get the bottom 4 cards of the deck. Keeping 2 of those cards in the hand, putting the other 2 back in the bottom of the deck. A Darkness Energy is attached to the benched Groudon. And Team Magma's Claydol moves one of the energy away from the active Groudon onto the benched one. It looks like the players anticipated this Groudon maybe getting KO'd on this turn. Because Blossom is actually able to knock it out with its Solar Beam attack. Oh, and the player benched a Rayquaza. Alright, let's see what this Rayquaza can do. They attached a Lightning Energy onto Rayquaza. Both Blaziken use their abilities to attach 2 Fire Energy onto Rayquaza. Okay, Rayquaza is able to start using its attack. But first, Manectric moves one of the Fire Energy from itself onto Blossom, so Blossom will be able to use its, actually not attack, it looks like it'll be retreating. So Blossom is retreating to promote the bench Rayquaza. It looks like Rayquaza will be taking the KO on this Groudon. There's the attack declared, Dragon Burst, discarding both Fire Energy, dealing 40 damage times the number of energy discarded, so that's 80 damage, taking an easy KO on the Groudon. And the player does remind their opponent that Desert Ruins does affect Rayquaza. Rayquaza does take 10 damage from it. The opponent, sorry, not the opponent, the player promotes their final Groudon. Attaches a trainer? That's not an energy. There's the energy, a rainbow energy coming down into the Groudon. And also dealing 10 damage as the effect of rainbow energy can count as any energy type, but also deals 10 damage to its Pokemon. Pokemon Reversal is played, rolling a heads, letting the player select one of their opponent's bench Pokemon to bring into the active spot. And the Manectric is coming up active, and that's going to be a big blow to the Blaziken side, as they invested a lot of energy into this Manectric, and it will be getting KO'd in this turn, as it is weak to Fighting-type Pokemon. Maxi is the next supporter played, fetching another discarded Groudon. And there's the Pulverize attack declared, taking a KO on Manectric. And there's no more fire energy left on the Blaziken side. Okay, so Delcatty is promoted. Another 10 damage coming down to the Rayquaza. Let's see what the Blaziken side can do. Both Blaziken use their abilities again to attach 2 fire energy onto Rayquaza, so it will be able to use an attack, but can this Delcatty retreat? Do they have the energy in hand? Yes, they do! There's the multi-energy attached and immediately discarded to retreat the Delcatty. Rayquaza is promoted, and that's going to be the KO once it declares its attack. There it is, Dragon Burst. Takes a KO on Groudon, taking the final prize, and there's the handshake. Blaziken is your winner! What did you guys think of that battle? Let me know down in the comments below, and be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and share this video to help this channel grow and reach new viewers. Thanks a lot for watching, and until next time, this is the Holland Phantom logging out.